Hi guys, and very nice greetings. Yeah, let's see if people would join. I'm very excited to go online here. I see my camera is moving. Whoop, I'm moving. Hi guys. Let's see if people would join. I'm always so excited to go online here. Hi Jen, much love to you. Oh wow, it's been a while. It's been a while. I remember you very well. I hope you are well, Jen. I hope everything is all right with you. Let's see. Oh, I'm always so excited to talk to you guys. How is the situation doing? I hope you're doing well and everything is all right with you. Yeah, I already did a post about what happened recently. Marcel and me published a video today too, a little bit. We spoke about what happened recently. Yes, it was beyond dark, and yeah, we are still processing, to be honest, and yeah, it is still very crazy. So guys, I received a message over and over again, and I know this message is slowly getting boring, but we really must unite. So I know there are over and over the same people watching my live streams, and many times you have a conversation with each other. So maybe you can organize an event together, stay in contact with each other. So maybe these are people that are from the same country, from the same area, who knows? And maybe you can have a meetup with each other. Yes, also the AI is getting stronger. These are, if you will, the bad news. And maybe you felt the same way, over and over and over again. So you see, they don't stop. The Russian comment and the user fee66, for example, is one of them. And when I dive deeper into it, why? Maybe it's beyond interesting, you know? I know they read our minds in all detail. And if you will, they installed the paranoia program. And when they have you one time on the blacklist, they don't stop. Even when you send them love, compassion, always, you cannot stop their reactions. They do what they do. And that's what we experienced in the year 2021 ourselves. You cannot stop them. Even when you send them love and prayers, actually these are victims and prisoners themselves. In first case, they stay in a mind prison. Without realizing this, they are in a cage themselves and they don't know how to get out. We saw them in the year 2021. These are humans like you and me, but they merged with technology. 100%. And they believe the same ones what many people believe now in 3D. The AI is a good thing. We can use it, we can control it. But it was simply too much. That's what we saw. Starseeds, that's the price you pay. You as an empath, you always have compassion. You have compassion for a narcissist. You have compassion for a sociopath. You have compassion for a psychopath, for highly destructive personalities. You have compassion for soulless people. You have compassion for demons. You have compassion for the draconians. You have compassion for all these beings. But you see, the more you love them, the more they fight you. It's really the other way around. Almost everything we know from the New Age is inverted and twisted. Why are they doing this? Because their love hurts them. And now you see it again. I talk a little bit about the AI and you see what's going on in the live stream again. They don't care what I say. They don't care what I tell you. They don't care what frequency you have. They don't care which aura you have. Cannot imagine what happened to us for 3 weeks ago, as I almost said goodbye to Instagram. I spoke about it many times in my TikTok live streams, and I published a few of them on my YouTube channel called ARCTURIAN. And it felt almost the same again as in the year 2021. Almost again. 40. Almost it was the same again. You see the programs, I am that I am. They repeat over and over the AI programs, guys. And they try to confuse the spiritual people. They try to confuse those which are slowly questioning what's going on. You know, these are all softwares and programs they use. The religious program, the New Age program, these are all matrices to keep you in a mind prison. And this happens to you now, starseeds. You simply break free from all matrices. I talk about the mind prison. And the more you break free from it, the more you are in connection with Christ. And Christ doesn't belong just to Jesus, right? Christ lives in all of you because you all have free will. You all have the power to do so. So the more you open your heart, the more you see all the softwares, apps, and programs. Yes, and you can play with them. But you know these are just softwares and apps you use. That's it. So you don't give your power away to them, or that you believe they are real. And I over and over talked about Alexander Laurent, right, in German. He explains in all detail what all these AI programs are. And I know it's shocking for the people, very shocking, but we saw in many ways the same in German. Or study Ashiana Dean. So I also talked about her several times because she describes the AI phantom in all detail. If you will, this is the last illusion. Alexander Laurent says the same. It's the last illusion, and all what they need is our energy. They stay in a vampiric consciousness, and they need our energy and our attention for their machines. It's actually sad. And they still believe to know it's good what they do. They believe they save humanity with their AI. They are programmed this way. Alexander Laurent explains it, and we saw the same. That's why I have compassion. Yeah, sometimes I'm getting angry. Yeah, sometimes I'm getting angry when they do something, when they attack my social media accounts, when I cannot say anymore who is a true person and who not, for example, right? So I'm sorry for all the true people which are watching my content, because even for you, it's slowly confusing. So who is who? And that's why I receive over and over the message, we must unite, we must meet each other in real. And you must see the higher picture. I tried to figure out so much myself, and even when we had this crazy experience in the year 2021, it says nothing. So I don't know the truth. So we are all in this together, we are all learning. And this is the message I receive for you. My team over and over asks us, why are we fighting? I talk about those which try to find a way out of here. I talk about those with a good heart, with lovely intents. I talk about us empaths. Why are we judging and blaming each other? We do now exact the same what we learned from the toxic ones. That's exact the same program. You are confused. Many of you are, they know. But you're just confused because you gave your power away too many times. You gave your power away to spiritual people, to other people, to teachings. And you did so much research, but you never experienced it yourself. In my opinion, true knowledge comes from your own experience. The rest is like, yes, I heard from another person, or I know this teaching, right? So, and you remember the teaching, but did we experience it? So, in my opinion, true knowledge comes from your experience. Because we experienced it in the year 2021, I do agree with a lot of Alexander, Ashiana Dean, when they talk about the AI phantom over and over and over again. because we saw it with our own eyes. So, and then it's true knowledge. And I know the story is so crazy, out of space, and I know for people which are new at this, it's hard to believe. But you see now, we published a video, Marcel and me, and I added a clip. It was seen in German TV. It's called Tagesschau. Yeah, it's like the CNN in your country. Okay, it is almost the same here. It's the most well-known news channel in Germany. It's called Tagesschau. And yesterday they spoke about Biden. And they really say he is the real Biden. It's not an hologram and it's not an animation created by the artificial intelligence. So I published it. I edited it. Maybe you want to watch that video again. It was the video 88 portal, twin flame message. They shared with the people, poof, into their face. And most people still don't see. And they call it conspiracy theory. And it's so obvious, was like, what? Did I hear it right? They really say it's the real Biden. It's now hologram and no animation created by the artificial intelligence. Really? They share it with the people. And you see what's going on. Again, over and over and over again, these AI beings attacking me. Do you see this? Red nose. Yes, we had a meetup, NPCs too, for 1 week, 2 weeks ago. And they sang the Red-Nosed Reindeer song and they were standing in front of us again. Almost. They captured us again to 4D. Do you see what's going on? Starseeds, when you don't see, when you cannot open your heart, just see the comments. You really cannot say what's real and what's fake. I see many of them are AI. They are not real. Read it yourself. You witness it so many times when you know my live streams. And almost every time when I talk about the current energies and what we saw in 4D, you see what's going on, isn't it? These are no coincidences, guys. Why they spend so much time in stalking us, Marcel and me? And they don't do it just with me. Don't worry. They do it with every person. They want to be sure that you believe in their softwares, in their apps. So when you know Alexander Laurent, worst case scenario, that's Alexander's opinion. I share this with you. I try to figure it out myself. He says really everything we know, everything, is part of the software. Everything. God, the devil, religion, spirituality, everything is part of the AI software, everything. It's all controlled by technology. This is Alexander's opinion. And this can be very scary. So just watch these videos when you are ready to dive deep. So, and then Matrix is real when he is right. User, I know you are AI again. Explain to me, why is he wrong? So when you believe to know the truth, explain to us why is he wrong. People have the right to know what's going on, don't you think? How long do you want to keep the hijack matrix? You know the people are breaking free now. Slowly we break free. You cannot take it anymore. Even Ariana, the same. So many AI people are here. And I tell you again, no one knows the truth 100%. No one does. Even I don't know. But you feel it in your heart. And you see, my intent is to spread love, happiness, and joy, and kindness. Sometimes I'm getting angry, yes. Sometimes I'm doing things like doom, 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 right? This way myself. Right? Everyone does, because you are a human. You all do some mistakes. Everyone has weaknesses. I have weaknesses. You have weaknesses. All of us has some weaknesses, isn't it? But you are divine. You are a powerful being, and the time has come to claim your power. Don't wait for an event. Worst case, when I trust Alexander Laurent's words, then really everything we see, even the great solar flash, really everything is artificially created by the dark force, everything. That's his opinion. Just to let us believe the end times are real. This is very deep shit when you watch him. But to be honest, I just trust my heart the best as I can and always see what happens with your energy when you soak everything what people tell you. The same goes to Ashiana Din. So I do agree with a lot she says. I talk about the phantom and about all these humans, right, which try to keep the network. I talk about the AI network to let us believing in this, yeah. But I do not agree with the dimension chart because I saw it different. Because she says, for example, the AI is able to go up with us to 11D. And 12D is the first dimension which there is no darkness. And I do not agree, because I saw it different in 4D. So even when I appreciate her teachings, because she was accurate with a lot, but I do not agree with everything. I also feel something is off with the Atlantean timeline she shares, the numbers she shares. It's not accurate 100%. So I do agree with Alexander, because he says, this dual game between the light and darkness, I talk about the quantum experience. This means as long as we have a quantum body, we still have light and darkness. We have duality, polarity, so to speak. And this game goes up to 7D, included 7D. But when you go up to 8D, that's what I saw, you are immortal. And you break free from the game, so to speak. Back to the free universe. So I do agree more with his description when it's about the dimension chart. So that's all I can say. And you see, I'm also figuring out a lot, and I try to feel, because I always felt when I studied Ashiana, something is off too. So with the dimension chart, it makes no sense to me, that technology, which is based on yes, no, yes, no, yes, no, right? 0101010 is able to go with us to 11D. How? Explain this to me. The AI is linked to quantum too. It can. So it doesn't make any sense to me when in 11D we have no quantum experience and you're already back in the free universe. Do you understand this? I don't understand. It makes no sense in my heart. And then I knew, as I remembered the experience we had in 4D, no. I just trust what I saw. And I saw the game goes up to 7D, in which you still have a quantum body. We work with the laws of quantum. We have the light and the darkness. We play the duality game, but just your energy increases, your consciousness expands, and you are aging very slowly, but you still age and you still reincarnate. This game goes up to 7D, I saw. So when you study the Kabbal's teachings, maybe you heard about the 7 heavens. The 7 heavens. And on the top, you have planet Saturn. Right? Saturn is on the top, 7. So and this makes sense to me. The rest, it makes no sense to me. With Ashiana Din, when I just talk about the dimension chart, but I do agree a lot with the beings she shares, which tried to hijack us, and they created many different illusion softwares and apps, right? And the game is just that you see, actually we live really in a matrix. Filled with programs, softwares, and apps you can use. That's it. And maybe it's scary at the beginning, but maybe we will never understand why we are here. So, and I try to figure it out myself, you see, even when we had this experience. So I'm still learning so much. 7 chakras, 7 colors of the rainbow. Yeah, 7 takes a very important role always. And I feel, I don't know what you feel, but since the portal 777, nothing will be the same again. Nothing. Everything changes now. And you slowly see through the false light matrix too. I talk about the Luciferian matrix. And I'm so happy that more and more empaths and Starseed slowly see the second illusion too. Really, I'm so happy that so many slowly see something is off. So why don't we unite? Why do we give our power away over and over? So why don't we unite? Why don't we help each other? Why are we always blaming each other instead of sending happiness, compassion, and love for all those with a wide open heart? What about all the children which are suffering? We cannot tell these pure children they manifested this themselves because they were simply in a low vibration. This is the false light matrix, the new age. Can we tell this our children which are pure, innocent, and high vibrational? Dear little child, you just got abused because you were simply in a low vibration. You manifested it yourself. Can we tell this a child? To be honest, I cannot. So when I look into the eyes of a child, when a child cries because it's a victim, let's say, of MK Ultra, I have compassion and love for the child. So please dive into your heart if you can tell the children the same, what we tell each other in the new age. I do not. And children are so optimistic. They are joyful. They have so much power, so much energy. They discover life. So they express everything they feel. There is no shame. They are so emotional and they are so authentic. So, and then we tell these children, you suffer because it's simply your fault. You were evil in a past life. That's why you got abused this time, isn't it? Do you think God, which is unconditional love, will punish these pure souls? Why do you think the divine allows all this? The divine cannot punish someone because God is the change. God embodies unconditional love. So why should God punish the toxic ones? Because God is unconditional love and sees them as children. So do you understand? We cannot make the earth a better place when we're having war too. Yes, we must placing boundaries because we have a dual experience here. But God, which is unconditional love, would never punish its own children. Do you see? Because we all must expand our consciousness, and the more you open your heart again, the more you feel if it's good or not. So, and to be honest, the example with the child again, I cannot tell the children which got abused, you have so much karma, little child. Oh, it's a trauma from Atlantis. That's why this person abused you over and over and over again. You must work on your karma. Do you see that program? The child, which is innocent, has a pure heart. We tell this child, it's your fucking problem. And we protect those which did these horrible things. And this is the false light matrix. Many teachings we know from the new age are designed to protect those which do these horrible things with mankind and with those which are children from God. Do you understand the program now? And why they attack all those which still shine, which are not blinded by these teachings? You know, deep within we all search for love. Everyone does. I truly believe the toxic ones, which do this over and over again, deep within, they all search for love, and they don't know how to get out of there. But yes, we must placing boundaries now. That's what we must do, placing boundaries and keep fighting for what you love, be the change you want to see. Unite now, especially all those with a wide open heart. You will see that everyone carries weaknesses. I have so many weaknesses, guys, but I still show up. I show up with my nose, yes. Yes, I'm bold, yes. The last weeks were so stressful. I was not hungry as well. And now, this makes me a person you cannot trust, right? Because I almost said goodbye on Instagram. Because they almost captured us to 4D again. Do you see? Their blaming and shaming program? Over and over again. Why do you think they haunted Yeshua? Because he had so much karma, past life traumas to heal from Atlantis? Exact the same reason. He had a very wide open heart, and he saw through all the softwares. He saw through the toxic ones. He saw through the AI softwares. He saw through it like Neo from Matrix. And this is just my opinion, okay? I don't know if this resonates with you. When you watch Matrix again, I feel Neo, it's just my point of view, is Yeshua ben Joseph. Trinity, his girlfriend, is Mary Magdalene. They are a twin flame couple. When you watch Matrix again, do you feel the deep love between Trinity and Neo? It's a deep, deep love. Almost no one knows what this love is between twin flames, isn't it? And it's just what I feel. It's a code, or they shared with us codes, and I feel it is Yeshua and Mary Magdalene, Trinity and Neo, and that is the work they did for real, for us. They saw through the matrix, through the AI phantom. These were one of the first starseeds. They saw through it, and these were twin flames, and they had a horrible life, yeah, but they kept going. That's really what I saw in 4D too. They saw through this, and they really helped so many people here on earth, but not what you know from the Bible, because you know, they just want to let you know, right, what they want you to see, but they don't let you know what really happened and who they truly were. You see, we are all in this together, and I'm still figuring out myself a lot about Yeshua, Mary Magdalene, right? But that's just what I feel, right? When you watch Matrix, Neo and Trinity, my point of view, it's them. So, and this happens when you see through their AI softwares. You're just claiming your power, and you activate your Christos heart, your Christ heart, your 12-strand DNA, and you create your own destiny. Because they even tried to program your destiny and told you these awful things, yeah, because of karma from a past life, this happens to you, and so on. That is all the false light matrix. And I know it's triggering, it's horrible what I tell the spiritual community, even when I call myself spiritual as well. But I always felt, even before we entered this reality, really something is off with the new age. And I over and over talked about it on my previous YouTube channel. Over and over, I said something is off with the new age. This cannot be right. So, and when people reacted this way, the first question I always asked was, Can you explain to me why Yeshua ben Joseph and Mary Magdalene suffered so much? Can you explain this to me? We over and over talk about Christ and Christ consciousness, and many people see them as Christ. Yeshua, why? Most people were speechless suddenly, so yeah, I never saw it from this perspective, right? It's like we just repeated a program because we believed it's truth. Our intent was love, right? We wanted to help each other, but we had no idea what kind of cycle and what kind of loop this is. And always, I say it again, see the children as inspiration. And to be honest, I cannot tell the children the same. What we tell each other, I talk about us adults, I cannot. And when you see through this matrix too, you go back to the divine matrix. I saw two illusions, the satanic matrix, the Luciferian matrix, two illusions inside the AI. Yeah, it's a program. Two programs, the satanic matrix and the Luciferian matrix. And when you see through them all, you go back to the divine matrix and you activate your 12-strand DNA and you go the way back to Christ. And you activate your crystal's heart, or in other words, the 144K DNA code. So you break free from the 666 carbon code, because the satanic as the Luciferian matrix are designed to keep you in the 666 carbon energy. Maybe it's important for you to know. So when you really go back to the divine matrix and you feel it in your heart, just trust your heart if it's right for you or not. We are all in this together. The more you break free from the 666 carbon machine, and you go back to the crystalline DNA, which is 144. I hope so much this message resonates with you. That's all I can tell you. But I'm not sure if I'm accurate 100%. You know, I'm in this myself. And what I saw, again, this game goes up to 70. When you go up to 70, it is the last dimension in which you still have a quantum body, but you find peace with light and with the darkness. You start to embody both, and you have no attachments, and then you go home slowly. Or you also can say goodbye, okay? When your soul leaves this realm, when the time has come, and your soul finds a way back to the free universe. And you don't have to go the long way up to 50, 60, 70, right? It's a very long path. I mean, you can if you want, but you also can use the short way back to the free universe. Just saying. But you will see your soul decides. Because when your soul leaves this physical body, there is no ego. Usually, your soul takes the lead. And your soul knows what to do. Okay. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, that's all I can say. You see, there's really a lot happening behind the scenes. I know it's a lot and the rabbit hole goes very deep. I mean, there are many, many people on social media. They can explain to you in all detail all the numbers. They're very good in numerology. They're very good in explaining numbers and codes and so on. I cannot, to be honest, but I'm very intuitive and I speak very intuitive. So I try to speak from my heart the best as I can. Okay, so because I believe we feel it in our hearts. So and that's the divine journey. You just open your hearts now. And you go the way back home, and your soul decides. Your soul always decided. And don't be afraid to see all these illusions, because it's really the greatest salvation. So, I mean, yes, maybe you have to be honest. Fuck, I lived in a lie. My intent was good. My intent was love, right? So, and you didn't know it different. So, and this is what you must see. See that you always did your best, and your intent was love. This is what matters. You try to help the people. Okay, that is what we must see. So we must see the intent of a person, their hearts, and not so much if they are accurate 100%. if they look perfect 100% or whatever, because you see, people actually have other problems now. Really, we have so many weaknesses. We all have. I also go through a deep healing and purging process again. Since 777, something very deep is happening. And you see the chaos in the world is growing. You see what's going on in Hollywood. But that's like the start. There is so much more to discover. It starts with Hollywood, for example, with the government, and it ends somewhere in 70. So to speak, really. There's really so much to discover. So in C, we are living in exciting times, and Starseeds, you knew this will happen. You are prepared for all this. And I still see the last illusion is the AI, that people give their power away to technology 100%. Okay? It's just about 100% we give our power away to technology. This is the last illusion, so to speak. Okay? So I see there are many people here. I see the energy changed now in my live stream. Interesting. For half an hour, I don't know the English translation, for 30 minutes ago, I felt the energy was totally different. And now it is lighter again. Very interesting. It's very interesting to observe what's going on. On TikTok, yeah. As I started to go online, right, and I talked about the current energies, yeah, it was very weird and very strange, yeah. And for 30 minutes ago, maybe you saw it, for all those which watched since the beginning of the stream, it was very strange. And now it's lighter again. Interesting. Thank you so much, guys. Yeah, I see you all. Yes, Lisa, much love to you. Okay, I received a donation by Melissa, so I don't know if Melissa is still here. Yes, I also offer PayPal donation readings. And do you know what? Always keep going. Because when you work with your heart, you have protection from the other side. And do you know who? It's Christ. I think I shared this story with you. Maybe it helps you. You know, maybe you know that I was raised very Catholic. And I know the Catholic religious software myself in all detail, right? I know it. And it took me many, many years to overcome the trauma from the church, to be honest. But I always had a deep connection to Yeshua ben Joseph. But the man on the cross scared me. And as we stayed in this reality, I saw that Jesus Christ, which is hanging on a cross, he's an hologram. He's generated by the AI. But the true one, Yeshua ben Joseph, which was a petite man, it seems like so, he was different. And I always had a deep connection to him, and it never stopped. You know, and every time when I got attacked so strong, I called Yeshua. Yeshua ben Joseph, not the man which is hanging on a cross. I called him. And do you know what happened 2 times? One time as I called Yeshua ben Joseph, a very amazing soul brother reached out to me, and he works with Christ too. And maybe you know him from YouTube. His name is Son John Julian. He has a big community, and he helps pure and innocent children, which got abused too. He is very strongly connected to Christ, and he is an ARCTURIAN too. Son John Julian. Maybe you know him from YouTube. And as I called Yeshua ben Joseph, one day later he reached out to me on Facebook and he asked me if everything is alright. I'm not kidding. So at first I believed coincidence. And then for a couple of weeks ago, as they attacked us so strong again with the helicopter and all this crazy stuff, I called Yeshua ben Joseph again. Do you know what happened? One day later, Son John Julian reached out to me again on Facebook, and he said he had a dream about me, an astral projection, and he saw me in the astral realm. And he asked me, "Are you okay, guys?" What do you say? 2 times, as I called Yeshua ben Joseph, he reached out to me. And I told him, it's very interesting. 2 times I called Christ, and 2 times you reached out to me. And then he was smiling and said, yes, you see, Christ is watching over us. That's what I try to say. And Christ is, if you will, a consciousness. It's energy. It's God, so to speak. Unconditional love. That's Christ. It doesn't belong just to Yeshua ben Joseph. But I still have a deep connection to him. Okay? So, and I try to tell you, when you stay in your heart and you stay here and you try to trust your intuition, you really have protection from a other source. So just saying, maybe it's not always the easy way, but it's the authentic way. It's the way of your soul. And you can embody Christ in every dimension. And I believe that this is the challenge here, that you can embody Christ in all dimensions, be it 3D, 4D, 5D, 6D, 7D, that you can embody Christ in every dimension. And then I think you learned your lesson and then you are ready to go home. That's what I see. And Christ means that you are in peace with your dark side and with your light side. You don't ignore the darkness. See what Yeshua ben Joseph did. He shined light onto the darkness. He saw them like Neo from Matrix. He was not afraid to see them. He was not afraid to see the darkness. Trinity is not afraid too. Even when it's beyond crazy, exhausting. This is Christ, in my opinion, and not what we know from the Bible. Yeah, when you work with the twisted teachings, then you just embody light and you just hunt the light. And you simply ignore, everything what happens around you. And this is not Christ. It's just my point of view. Okay, I hope so much it helps you. Because, they observe us all starseeds, but it does exist starseeds that never face any spiritual attack. Never a psychic attack. And I got this question many times, why there are some starseeds that got attacked like crazy, and there are some starseeds they don't. And then I received a message because every starseed has a different purpose. And it depends on your frequency. I don't know if this resonates with you, but it depends on your purpose. So that's why there are starseeds that never face any psychic attacks, and there are starseeds that just do one video and they got attacked like crazy. Because everyone has a other mission to do here. I don't know if this resonates, guys. Okay, it has not always to do with karma or with past life traumas, right? I already told you this. My take on. I believe it's your frequency and it depends on your purpose. Someone asked me if my third eye is open. To be honest, I cannot say, but I work a lot with my third eye, yes. I don't know. Yeah, I see many images. So when I do readings, I see images with my pineal gland. And I work with my third eye and with my heart together. And then I just talk intuitive. And I see many times images. So yes, it seems like my third eye works. I don't know, to be honest. If my third eye is fully open, I truly believe no. Because we are really all in this together. When I learn something, even through my raw vegan career, right? Yeah, maybe that I eat a raw vegan-based food. When I learn something is this, it's not working 100% yet to detox your body from heavy metals. So even when you practice raw vegan diet, and I know many raw vegans, they believe the same. When they eat organic, pure 100%, so they can detox their bodies 100%. But I feel no, it's not working yet. Why? I mean, we still breathe the air in, right? All the stuff, the technology, the frequencies, we breathe in the air and everything. And sooner or later, even when you did fasting, then you take the shit into your body again, even when you eat raw vegan-based food. You know what I'm saying? And as I saw this, as I came to the conclusion myself many years ago, so fuck, it's not working 100%. Actually, I can just make the best of it, right? It's the same with your psychic abilities, right? It's exact the same. You just can make the best of it. Always. So even when you train your psychic muscle, so everyone vibrates in a different consciousness level. There are some people, they vibrate in a very high consciousness level, however, and there are some people, they vibrate in the lower consciousness level, and the same goes to detoxing your body. It's exact the same. This means it's not working yet 100%. And as I came to that conclusion many years ago, so this means I just can make the best of it. Okay, so then I can speak my truth anyway, right? Because we are really all in this together. The same goes to my third eye, so I believe it's not 100% open. But yeah, I work a lot with my pineal gland and I just train it like a muscle. Okay, I hope so much it helps you anyway. Thank you so much. You're a sun gazer. Yeah, I love it to stare into the sun. You are right. I love the sun. And that you really break free from all limitations. You love that music, interesting. That you just break free from all these limitations and that you open your heart again. Open your heart, yeah. You will see the more you open your heart, the more you feel, the more you see with the divine's eyes. So, it's not just the logical side, it's both. It's both. Keep it in balance the best as you can. I'm so sovereign and so strong. Wow, I'm very brave, right? So that I said yes to this craziness here. Wow, I'm very brave, right? So we can do this to ourselves. We are so brave, guys. We knew it's so crazy here, but we said yes anyway. To all starseeds and empaths, really, you can be very proud of yourself because you're still here. Because you are prepared. You knew this will happen. Okay, Jane, that's just what I see. You're just claiming your power and you just say goodbye to many beliefs you have. Yeah, and you just reprogram yourself. I hope so much it helps you. And I also feel the Lurian strong at the moment. The lion people in first case, lions. Okay, thank you so much. It was so much fun working with you, Jane. So I check PayPal again. Let's see if people donated. I think after Jane, I can do 2 readings more today. 2 or 3 readings more. Oh, there are already 2 people which donated. Now I see it. Yeah, I think I'm closed for today. So what time is it in your country? Can I ask you? Or from where do you watching? Can I ask you which country? Because here in Germany, it's after 10 p.m. already. It's evening. So I think in the USA, it's morning or maybe afternoon. California, you say. PM, yeah, it's afternoon in your country. Aha, okay, also evening in some countries. Los Angeles, California, afternoon, midday. Finland, oh wow, it's already after almost midnight. Wow, you're also not all. USA, afternoon, Norway, same time, yes. Ireland, okay, interesting. Wow, people from all the world are watching. Albania, how cool is that? San Diego, Texas, Berlin, yeah, okay, Berlin, I mean, it's the same, right? Italy, it's also the same. Cool. UK, yes, 1 hour. We have time differences, yeah, UK and Germany. New Zealand, wow. So I had no idea, Ali, you are from New Zealand. How cool is that? You watch from New Zealand. Amazing. Canada. Worldwide, yeah, that's what I like when I talk in English. I'm in contact with people all over the world. And that's always so cool. And I'm so excited to be in contact with people from all over the world. Sweden, Albania, yes. Australia, oh wow. Wow, cool. People from all over the world are watching. How amazing is this? I feel you are a very humble person. very humble. You don't see you are special. You don't see you are unique, but you see other people are special. You see other people are unique, right? Because yes, that's very typical for an empath, for a starseed. You always see the light in the people. You always see their gifts. You always have compassion. But many times we really don't trust ourselves. We don't see that we are unique too. So, and we help and we support and we help and we support people because we believe in them. But what's about us? Do we support ourselves? Do we do self-care? No. We take care of others, but what's about us? That's a very typical starseed issue, so to speak. Yes, and I feel you did it many, many times. I feel you are a very kind and a lovely person. You're always taking care of other people. And the message I receive is you did already so much for the people, and maybe you don't see. Maybe you don't see that you were there for people so many times. And you never asked for something, never. You expected nothing. Because you were happy to see when people are doing well. The reason is you have a very wide open heart chakra and you are an energy healer. You are a soul healer, and healer. So in healer, they do this. It's like they just take the problems, the traumas from the people. They put it onto their shoulders, the heavy cross. Yeah, it's a very heavy cross. And we take it. We take it and we just transmute and we neutralize. That's the energy of a healer. So, and you must do self-care, Vanessa, I feel. So please dive deep into your heart. Be honest with yourself. What do you really need? It feels like you know very well the needs of the people. You know exactly what they need. But do you know what you need? Do you need more food? Do you need more sleep? Do you need a different job? So what do you need? So that's what I see. It's like you know the needs of the people, but what's about yourself? So I don't know if this message resonates with you. And I feel you go through this process now that you see, hey, what's going on with me? So I help the people so many times, but what's about me? I deserve happiness too. I deserve abundance too. It's my birthright, isn't it? So that's what I feel. The reason is many empaths, we were in contact with narcissists. So you had a friend or a relationship with a narcissist, and there's a very strange connection between a narcissist and an empath. A very strange attraction. Okay? And you know that narcissists are masters in deception. And they over and over give you a bad feeling. When you just place a boundary, you are selfish. Right? So, and it goes so deep. So let's say you got abused by a narcissist, then you believe it. It's in your program. It's in your nervous system. Like when I ask something for myself, I'm selfish. That's why I must help the people, because then I'm not selfish. You see, it's a very deep wound. So, and maybe you went through this yourself, and that you have a bad feeling. Is it selfish? I'm hungry. Is it selfish to ask for food now? Or is it selfish to place a boundary? I don't want to be evil. Yeah. So this is the program we carry from narcissistic abusement. And don't underestimate this, because the narcissists are masters in deception. And they always attack you on your weakness. In other words, the toxic ones are masters in seeing your weakness, just with the goal you work for them again, or that you do what they want because they need your energy, like a vampire. And they are just interested in to know your weakness, finally with the goal to break you. That's their game. Okay? So it's a global game, by the way. You see it everywhere. You see it in the government. You see it in politics, everywhere. You see the narcissistic game. You witness it now. It's a global problem. It's over and over the same, yeah? And Vanessa, I don't know if this message resonates with you, but stand true to yourself and be kind to yourself. You're not selfish when you ask something for yourself. Because when you are not doing good, who else? Because you must doing well too. It's your life. It's your body. So you cannot help the people when you are suffering over and over and over again yourself. Okay? I hope so much it helps you. Thank you so much. We are either givers or takers. Thank you so much for your statement. Yeah, in other words, it's the victim and savior program, right? And yeah, when you are in this victim savior program, many empaths, they play the savior too, yes? Like you must save a toxic person. You must save your narcissistic parent, right? He's highly abusive, your father. But you believe you must save him. For example, yeah, that's in other words the savior and victim program, which is dying 100%. As long your soul returns, you know it's not over. Your soul is here for a reason. Do you understand? So that's why, in my opinion, it makes no sense just to see the darkness, but not just the light. What I do is I always keep the image why I wake up every morning. You also can practice gratitude because I feel that, how shall I explain that? When you are in this negative loop, you cannot be grateful too, because everything is just evil. Everything is horrible. You know, and we tend to be extremists. And when we just see the dark side, everything is evil and dark, we also have problems to practice gratitude. Because everything is evil. It's like you have food to eat, it's evil. You have a healthy body, it's evil. We don't see because everything is suddenly evil and dark, right? So, and that's what I do. Even meditation, someone says, yes, even when you practice meditation, it can help. Or practice sun gazing. That's what I do too, over and over again. I spend time in the sun, yes, because the sun is giving you life. The sun is very powerful now. So, and the sun charges your batteries very, very strong. So there are many tools, but when you feel hopeless, depressed, anxiety, you can be sure it's not you. Then you are in the other side, yeah? And when you experience the other extreme, what happens is we simply ignore our lessons, or we simply ignore our challenges. We simply ignore the process. Like every day is this, and this is not realistic either. Set yourself a higher purpose, and then you know it's worth it. It's worth it, and you will not stop. You will always find a way. You keep going because your soul, God, the divine, keeps you going because you believe in a higher purpose. So in just you can give yourself a higher purpose. So even when you face some challenges, it depends on your perspective. So you can give yourself the higher meaning. What is your higher purpose? Yes, I also faced much darkness in my life, even the experience we had in 4D. As we were there, I didn't understand why. But now I understand, because I gave myself the higher meaning, why. And you must believe in something during the storm. You must believe in something. Otherwise, you will not keep going. Or maybe you are depressed, you have anxiety, and you just see the darkness. Believe in something higher, always. And then you will find a way. You will always rise. You will always keep going. I don't know, Tracy, if this message resonates with you, but I feel you need your solar plexus chakra. Set yourself on fire. Yeah, that's what I see. And then you will balance the energy more out. Because happiness and abundance is your birthright. You don't need the heavy cross. That's a very, 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 very deep programming in the spiritual community too, to believe we have a very heavy cross with us and we just must suffer, right? Our life is just suffering. But please appreciate those little moments you have too. and be it a smiling from your neighbor, or be it the sun which shines. Please see this. So see that you have air to breathe. See that you have a healthy body. So, and you can walk. Yes, I have been really down. Yes, I understand you. Surrender and give yourself the higher meaning. And you know, you are supported. So maybe the message resonated as we got attacked so strong, and I called Yeshua ben Joseph 2 times. I saw him, by the way, with my pineal gland. Yeshua ben Joseph. And when I see him, he really looks different as you know him from the Bible. He has a golden aura, that's what I can say. He works with the golden color, but he is petite. I see him and he has short hair down to his chest. I see him and he wears a robe, what I see, and he is just surrounded by children. I see him surrounded by children. I see angelic children. And do you know why I know it's true and not the AI? Can I tell you why? As we stayed in 4D, they were very good in imitating us adults. NPCs, right? They were very good in imitating young adults, teenagers. Many of them are already fucking programmed by the AI, young teenagers. But they were not able to create children. Really, no child was walking around there, no single child. We were just surrounded by teenagers, young adults, or by older people, but by no child. And that's why when I see children, when I call Yeshua ben Joseph, I know it's true, because what I saw is the AI is not able to copy a child and to copy the Christ consciousness or the innocence of a child, so to speak. Yeah. And I don't know if this resonates with you, but every time when I called him, when we got attacked so strong, the very amazing soap brother reached out to me 2 times. Son John Julian from YouTube 2 times. When I called Yeshua ben Joseph, 1 day later, he sent me a message on Messenger and he asked me if everything is alright. That's just saying. So, and this is your divinely protection. Really, it's Christ, but it's a consciousness, it's an energy, yes? And I see him over and over again with a golden aura. He's petite, short hair, curly hair, by the way, curly hair. He looks similar to the artwork you know from Akiane Kramarik. I don't know if you know her, Akiane Kramarik. She's a very amazing artist. She's very amazing. So, and she painted him when she was little. And he looks almost the same way, yes, more like him. Like when you know Akiane Kramarik. And he is surrounded by children. Angelic children when I call him. Yeah, and then I know it is true because what I saw is the AI cannot copy a child through AI. They vibrate too high vibrational. Do you understand why the Cabal are after them now? Why they do this? Okay, just saying. I don't dive deeper, but maybe you know what I'm talking about. Why? Okay, so Tracy, I don't know if this helps you, but you really have support. We really have support, guys. And do it with your heart. When you call your team, ask from your heart. Yeah, you feel it here in your heart. You feel this deep homecoming, and then you know if it's true or not. Because when a hologram, let's say, talks to you, it sounds great, but it just grasps your head. This poof, poof, poof. It's very logical based. Poof, poof, poof. There is no empathy. There is no emotion. It's like a software talks to you. But when your team speaks to you, you feel this deep connection, this deep homecoming here in your heart. It's totally different. Just saying, because I know many people are afraid now to channel, because they are afraid now to channel an AI entity. I know. It's very tricky, but the easiest tool to discern is you feel this deep homecoming and you are deeply touched in your heart. And no one can copy that feeling. No one, even though AI can't copy this deep love from Christ. No one. I hope so much it helps you. So I checked PayPal again, but I think I will go offline now. It was so much fun talking to you. So I know they can do this, yes, to create hallucinations, the God technology. I know they also can copy the frequency of God with their AI. I fully understand. But what I see is no. These are too many coincidences when, for example, my soul brother contacted me every time when I called Yeshua ben Joseph. 2 times. When I called him, he reached out to me, and he's an ARCTURIAN too, like me. So when you know him from YouTube. So these are too many coincidences. Just saying, there's still the divine watching over us, so to speak. But the divine is unconditional love. And the divine is not punishing its children. Why should God do this? O Source, Prime Creator, to punish its own children. Why? When Source is unconditional love, why? You must be the change you want to see. Okay? Thank you so much. No one donated, just saying. Yeah, Miss Butterfly, I understand you, AI. I know you are laughing because you cannot grasp this realm. You cannot. You are very aware of the Saturn matrix, I know. And it's your job to attack us, I know. But you don't know that you are a prisoner yourself. Without realizing this, you destroy yourself. This happens to us when we don't go with the flow now. We slowly destroy ourselves when we don't open our hearts. That's what we saw in 42. So it's like God is not punishing them. They just destroy themselves. That's it. Okay, thank you so much. You are all awesome, amazing beings, yeah. So everyone plays a character in a video game, even all those which stalk us and are attacking us. And you see it again, even when you have compassion for all these entities. They do what they do. It's the same consciousness to a narcissist you cannot understand, even when you send them compassion, love, and your prayers, but they will not change because they keep doing what they're doing. Do you understand? Thank you so much, guys. Have a beautiful time, and yeah, see you soon.